This is my mythology presentation on the myth of Daedalus and Icarus. First, the summary. This myth is a tragic story of father and son. According to the myth, the great Greek craftsman Daedalus was hired by King Minos of Crete to build a labyrinth to contain the infamous Minotaur, a half-bull, half-man beast creature located under Crete. Minos was absolutely infuriated because Daedalus helped King Minos' wife mate with a bull, which in time gave birth to the Minotaur. Soon after the creation of the labyrinth, King Minos put an Uno reverse card and stuffed Daedalus into the labyrinth, along with his son Icarus. Daedalus, being the ingenious craftsman he was, fashioned 2 pairs of wings out of wax and feathers for him and his son. They then proceeded to fly out of the labyrinth using said wings. Daedalus warned his son Icarus not to fly too close to the sun, because the wax holding the wings together might melt. Despite his father's warnings, Icarus got overconfident and flew too close to the sun, and died by drowning in the waters below. Next, the connections between the gods and the characters. Daedalus' mother, Prismahide, was of noble lineage, being descended from Serops, the mythical founder of the city of Athens. According to a different version, Daedalus might have been descended from the god Hephaestus, and inherited his ability to make almost anything because of it, therefore making Daedalus possibly related to a god. Same goes for Icarus. As the idiom made by this story says, don't fly too close to the sun, basically saying, don't be overconfident, not too much hubris, just don't be dumb. The story explains the part of your morals, rather than your phenomenons that might happen in just nature, contrary to most other myths. There are 2 lessons that the story of Icarus was no doubt used to communicate. The first would have been the importance of listening to the wisdom of one's elder. Daedalus was a master craftsman, as well as the young man's father, 2 qualities that would have been highly regarded in ancient Greek culture. Icarus, ignoring his father's warning, resulted in death, which is a not-so-subtle warning to the youth of the society. There was no room for disobedience and disrespect of one's elders in Greek society. While it was especially true of the ancient Greeks, the same ideals should be important today. We should always revere our elders and heed their advice, rather than go our own way. More often than not, they know exactly what they're talking about, and may very well be more experienced in the particular situation, such as Daedalus. This was my presentation on the Greek mythology of Daedalus and Icarus.